All right, guys. So we are here. I've had a lot of requests to do an NHL 24 game review. I definitely do play a lot of this game myself, so I think I've got my own opinions. Definitely don't have to be comparable to yours. This is just my honest review of NHL 24. Um, there are a lot of ups, a lot of downs, and I think we should just get right into it. So First one we're gonna go ahead and get into is Hockey Ultimate Team. So this is probably the most popular game mode in NHL. It has been for a long time. It probably will be for the rest of the time they make NHL games. Um, I do think this game mode has an everlasting entertainment value. I definitely think that. It's got the cool card art. It's got they follow along with what's going on in the NHL at the time. I do think it's a great game mode for the fans of hockey and for the people who like the video game itself. What I will say is this game mode specifically, Hockey Ultimate Team, has felt extremely copy paste for a long time. I think that they haven't done much new additions. I mean, they've added like the X Factor cards in the last couple of years. They added Hut Rush. I know they added that. That was a cool new game mode. But that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, where I feel like they need to add that kind of thing every single year if they want to keep the game feeling fresh. To me, Hockey Ultimate Team, I mean, when I used to play it 10, 11 years ago, back in NHL 13, I absolutely loved it. I loved the grind up to Division 1 for online play. I absolutely loved it, but I think Hockey Ultimate Team has gotten to a point where it is copy paste. It doesn't feel too interesting anymore. You're kind of just playing for whatever new cards are coming out. That's just personally me. So I would like to, I'm going to do ratings in this video. So I'm going to do game mode ratings. Hockey Ultimate Team, I definitely think it has an entertainment value. I definitely think it's a good concept. I mean, we see every other sports game has taken this concept, has ran with it. So personally, I like the game mode itself. I like the concept of collecting your favorite players or collecting the best players. However you play the game, it's up to you. You're able to play it any way you want, which I think is another cool aspect. There's no one right way to play Hockey Ultimate Team. So I would say, even though it's a copy-paste game, I think it's got great entertainment value, and it's very, like, it feels very interactive to the real season that's going on. And I like that they also put in past players. I think that's a great thing. You've got people in their mid-20s, late 20s like me, people in their 30s that want to play this game but don't want to be extremely hardcore about it, and they've got players they loved way back then. So I think it's a really cool aspect of the game. I would probably give Ultimate Team, I'll go like a 7 out of 10. I'll probably give it like a 7 out of 10. I mean, the 3 points missing are because there's not much new. It feels like a copy-paste game from last year. I played a decent amount of Ultimate Team last year. It feels like a copy-paste. I mean, they haven't done a new pack intro in years. So I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. All right, so this next game mode I want to get into is one of my personal favorites, and it has been since I've started playing NHL games. It is franchise mode. Now, what I can say is I said that Hockey Ultimate Team was copy-paste. This game, since they added owner mode, which honestly was an awful addition. I mean, it's cool and it's interactive, but it's just too much. I mean, like, owner mode itself, I mean, I don't see the heavy entertainment value that it added. It added a lot of, like, unnecessary, over-the-top, like just things you don't want to worry about when you're playing a video game, right? I mean, it's cool. It was a cool concept. I like that they tried. It just felt like a miss to me, honestly. Like, I didn't like it. I mean, the same thing with adding like player morale. I mean, like, once again, a great concept, something that real GMs do have to worry about. But this is a video game. We don't get to talk to the players. We don't get to, like, you get pre-selected things that you can talk to them with. I don't like the player morale system. I don't like the owner mode system. I'm not a huge fan of those additions, but the playability of franchise mode, the replayability and the amount of times you could play franchise mode with never playing the same kind of thing twice, I think is what adds a lot of value to it. I think it's a great time killer. If you really want to think and you want to see how you would fare as that NHL GM that we all get mad at because they make the moves we don't like. I mean, as you can see here, even in the video, I was starting to get frustrated with how many screens I had to click past with this owner mode on. A couple other things is I've noticed that their base settings kind of suck. I've noticed through my years and years of playing franchise mode, multiple a year, that the standard injuries, the injury sliders that they have are unreal. Like, there were a couple of years where I just turned injuries off because you would have to put them so low that they almost never happened, or they were every other game you had to do line changes because of injuries, or it was just too much. And you can see right here during the video that I am having to have a conversation with Dylan Larkin with preset things that that don't mean anything. I mean, like, morale does affect your players, and that's the hard part, is you got these preset things that can affect your players, and you just it seems like idle mind button clicking. It doesn't seem like it adds any actual choice value. I mean, you see the green with the plus, you choose that. You see the red with the minus, you stay away from it. Like, it doesn't seem like it added a whole bunch of value to the actual mode itself. But all in all, this could be a little biased. As you guys know, my channel is tailored around franchise mode, but I love the game mode itself. I love playing it. I think it's a great game mode. I'll give it like it's not for everybody, I will say that. I'll give the game mode my personal opinion, which this is what the video is. I'll give the game mode like an 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. All right, so the last specific mode I want to cover in this video, just specific mode, I will have a little bit more after this, but the last specific mode here is going to be World of Chel. I once again have played EASHL since NHL 13. I've loved it. I've had so much fun with it, made some great friendships. Definitely not but. This is one of the game modes that I've been actually having the most fun with in NHL 24. It adds a very cool way to play as yourself, play with friends, have a good time, play competitively, meet new people. Some of my best friends I've ever met in my life. I mean, this was probably 10 or so years ago, but some of my best friends I've ever met, had the most fun with, came from playing quote unquote World of Chel. It was EASHL back then. That's just all it was. Now, like the Pro-Am and the ones eliminator 2s, 3s, or I don't even think there's 2s, but all of those eliminator modes, like, they're cool. I definitely can't play them for a long time, but they're definitely cool. I think a great addition that they added to the game was this World of Chel Battle Pass. I didn't play a lot of World of Chel last year, so I don't know if they had it or not, so I can't give that sort of opinion, but as far as this Battle Pass goes, I think it is a great addition. It gives you a free, fun thing to play for. All the cool cosmetics you can get to make your player look the way you want. I think it's a great addition. Another great addition, I think, is this store. Now, the NHL points, I'm not really going to put money into this game to buy cosmetics, but the fact that you also can get limited cosmetics, the legendaries, the cool ones, all that kind of stuff to make yourself look more flashy, with just being able, just by playing the game. You get these World of Chel coins just by playing the game. So it seems like this is a great game mode. I love the way it has gone. I do like the clubs. Clubs is my favorite. I don't like playing with the CPU. It kind of ruins your experience in World of Chel. I will say that, especially if you're playing like 3v3. You have like that computer defenseman or the computer center that can't win a face-off, or the computer defenseman that constantly gives up breakaways. I think that computers do ruin World of Chell, but if you can find yourself a reliable group to play with, I think it will be a lot of fun for pretty much anyone who likes to play this game. So I mean, just the game mode itself, World of Chell, I think it is an absolute great game mode. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I mean, so this is probably right now I'm having the most fun with World of Chell. I'm playing it with my friends. We're having a great time. I'll probably give the game mode itself like I'll go like an 8.5 out of 10. I'll give it like an 8.5 out of 10. Not quite a 9. There are definitely still some cool things they could add in. I do like the club progression that you have now. I do like all that. You don't just get to, I mean, the full customization, I don't know why that has to be unlocked, but for some reason, I think it's a cool thing. I think being able to rank up yourself and do all that kind of stuff is cool. Getting the zone abilities, the superstar abilities, I think that's all a cool thing where you get to just rank up, play for free. So I think an 8.5 out of 10 is solid for World of Chell. All right, so I honestly think the last thing I want to talk about, and I think is what everybody is curious to hear, is going to be the gameplay. I think that NHL has done a thing recently where, excuse my language, but they take shit and throw it at a wall and see what sticks. I think they're trying, which I can appreciate as a game fan myself, as a hockey fan. I think they're trying to make it feel more realistic towards hockey. There are a couple things they added. This total control thing, I mean, I'll play any game mode and 60% of the time there's people just going for the lacrosse move over and over and over and over again. Like, I understand it's a cool move. It's a fun move, but not everybody does it. Not everybody does it all the time. Not everybody succeeds 5 out of 10 times. It's supposed to be this coveted cool move. I mean, add it as like an X factor where you can do the lacrosse move with like a zone ability to a dangler, as far as like World of Chell, or like give someone a zone ability or a superstar ability in HUT that can do it. Make specific cards be able to do that move. I think that'll make it more rare, add more value to cards in HUT, add more value to certain player loadouts in World of Chell. I think doing something like that where you actually make it rare would make it more fun. I think it gives people a reason to play something other than just the meta players or the best cards. Because it gives you a fun like side thing that you can try and do if that's what you want to do. But gameplay as a whole, I mean, I play the game. I know how to play I know hockey and I know video games. I've been playing NHL for, like I said, like 11, 12 years. I've been good at pretty much all of them. I'm good at this one, but the gameplay does not feel good. I mean, the hitting is just so broken. You have a guy over 6 feet tall and you can't get past him. You can't get the puck past him. You can't stand up to the hit. You can't. I mean, like, it takes X factors. I mean, like, you have to be an X factor player to not get knocked off the puck by anybody. As far as the hip checking goes, I mean, it's fun. It's funny. It adds for a cool, like, entertainment factor, but I think it's too broken. I don't think you should be able to maintain as much speed as you do when you go for a hip check. The full pressure mechanic just, I mean, like, they tried. They tried to make it a more possession-based game rather than I'm going to make my speed 95 and just get past people. I get it. It just didn't work. The way they have it just doesn't work. It's so bad. For the World of Chell players that might be out there that watch this video, the goalie mechanics, the new goalie controls, and just the mechanics in general, that tethering aspect sucks. It's so bad. The auto post hug is so bad. The full pressure is so bad. The hitting is in a bad spot. I like the scoring feels genuine. I will say the scoring feels genuine. It feels like you score on realistic things. I've seen one video out there. I'm not going to link it because I don't want people doing it. I've seen one video out there of a guy who found what was pretty much an automatic goal, which is never an automatic goal. It's a wrist shot from a weird spot on the ice that if you time it right, and you like, it's a video game goal. What the NHL people who have played the game for a long time know it as a glitch goal. It's something like that. But other than that, the scoring feels pretty genuine. The goalies feel very good. But at the same time, they make goalie mistakes, so you can take advantage of it. So as far as gameplay goes, oh, I mean, to me, the gameplay itself is in an abysmal state. I still enjoy playing the game, so it's not like a 1 or a 2, but it's certainly not like a 7 or an 8. I'd probably give it like a 4 or 5. I'd give the gameplay like, yeah, I'll go 5 out of 10 for gameplay. All right, so there you have it. That is my official, honest review of NHL 24 so far. They might add gameplay patches. They might make some fixes, but as of right now, I'm recording it on October 19th. That is my official review of NHL 24. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. If you disagree with any of these, let me know down in the comments. Let me know if you would change my ratings, if you'd make them lower, if you'd make them higher. Game modes that you think are a lot of fun, like a shootout mode or something. I didn't bother reviewing it because it's pretty much it's straightforward. I mean, it's like an oldie but goodie. It's reliable. So yeah, let me know down in the comments. And what I will also input is that over here, look at that. Look at that right there. I am, we're on the road. We're at, as of time of recording, like 275, 280 subscribers. Most of my watch time is coming from non-subscribers. So if you guys do enjoy the content, make sure to hit the subscribe button. It is greatly appreciated and it helps me out a long way. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in whatever video you guys watch next. Peace.